Hello and a very warm welcome to you. I'm Hayley Palmer. It's so good to have you on today's show, especially as we are joined by musical theatre star Lucie Jones. And here is what happened when I caught up with her. Lucie, how you doing?
I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
Yes, I'm very good.
Thanks for having
me.
me.
Show because I am a huge musical theatre fan. I actually saw you in The Waitress.
Oh yes, yeah.
I think it was at Wimbledon.
Yeah, we did. We opened a tour at Wimbledon. Interestingly, when we were doing that, I was also doing Les Mis.
You were doing both?
It was just a bit of a crossover.
My goodness.
So I remember it, but I was definitely sort of zombieing 3 days at that point.
Do you ever still get nervous, or is it just autopilot now?
Yeah, I do get nervous.
Yeah.
I think, to be honest, if I didn't, I'd be slightly worried about myself.
Yeah.
I love what I do, and I take it very seriously. I don't take myself overly seriously, but I do take the job seriously. And if I was feeling no nerves ever, I think that would be a little bit worrying.
You've got to have a little bit, haven't you? It's all good. Now, you are currently starring in The Baker's Wife.
Yes.
Tell us all about that.
So The Baker's Wife is a musical written by Mr. Stephen Schwartz, who wrote Wicked, Pippin, Pocahontas, Prince of Egypt.
Yeah.
And I can't seem to get away from him, actually. The last of the last 5 jobs I've done, 3 of them have been his shows. This show was written in the 70s, but it's never really had much life in the UK. So yeah, it feels like we've sort of built it from scratch. It's in the chocolate factory, the Menier Chocolate Factory in London Bridge.
Right.
It's an immersive production. We've got smells going on. It's like smell-o-vision, I call it. It's not called that. They pump in the scent of bread and burnt bread and lavender, and it's an amazing little thing that little theatre that they're using the space in a really clever way, and everyone feels like they're really part of it. And the music is gorgeous. I sing a song called Meadowlark towards the end of Act 1, which is in my top 3 songs I've ever sung.
I mean, your voice is just incredible.
Oh,
Have you always had that natural voice?
I've always been able to sing. I've definitely worked very hard on nurturing what I was sort of born with and given, and the way my parents brought me up. My mum would sing with me all the time. My dad's very big music fan, and my brother's musical. My nan used to play piano, and we'd sing
be so proud
together.
of you.
Well, yeah, I hope so. They are. They're lovely people, and they've definitely brought me to this point. But I have always worked very hard as well, and I still have lessons, and I teach as well now, which I find really helpful for me, because it sort of reminds me of all the good things that I've been taught, and I say them to other people, and I go, oh, I actually haven't done that in a while, so I can probably put that back into my routine, you know.
Lucie, I'm tone deaf. There's just no hope. There's
always hope.
Do you think so?
We'll have a lesson.
I had a karaoke party for my birthday the other week, and everyone was like, really?
See, we'll repeat that party next year after a lesson.
You're invited.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
We'll make it happen. We're going to go into your first song choice. Telephone, why the song?
Yeah, it's a bit of a random one. When I was on the X Factor tour in 2010, this huge music video came out for Telephone at Beyonce and Lady Gaga. And if anyone ever starts talking about music videos, I hark right back to that moment. And I can remember the first time I watched it. I remember exactly where I was. I remember who I was with. And I just remember loving it, and I love the song, and I can still know the routine and everything. It's one of those. So this one is Beyonce and Lady Gaga, Telephone.
We'll see you after this. Now I want to rewind how everything started, because you said that you came from a kind of musical family. Did you train at a theatre school?
No, I wanted to. When I was sort of going into university age and my friends were all off to uni, I auditioned for lots of different musical theatre schools, and I didn't get in anywhere, sadly.
What?
So I was hoping to go again the next year. I was going to take a gap year, and then I auditioned for the X Factor, and the rest, as they say, is history.
I really do remember that, because it was a good year, wasn't it?
Yeah, I sort of talk about it like very fondly as the golden age of X Factor, because I watched it every year. I loved it.
Saturday nights, I'd be like, I'm not going out, I'm staying in for this.
Or we videoed it, or if you were very posh, then you Sky Plussed it. You know. But yeah, it was just one of those things that everyone watched, everyone sort of loved, and it was an incredible thing to be a part of.
Yeah.
And it was before, and I say this with the greatest of respect because it's a TV show and it evolved and it created so much joy for lots of people. It was before people lost faith in it. It was.
Do you know what? It's so true.
When it started to sort of happen was sort of around our year and beyond. And it had to happen. It couldn't continue forever. It was a giant and it was brilliant. But yeah, I'm so grateful.
Do you still speak to any of them?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Jedwards?
Yeah, Jedwards are still about. Daniel Johnson, Olivier, the One Direction boys, Diana Vickers.
Oh,
There's loads of people that... I married somebody that I met on X Factor.
Did you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, we met at boot camp.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
I know. So it's been a huge part of my life, and I'm very grateful for everything that it's brought me. And yeah, what a brilliant start into the industry. A bit of a baptism of fire, I will say. That, you know, you're just sort of there then. You've come from nothing and you're on the biggest stage that you could possibly be on well, back then it was. And then we did the tour, like I said, and we did...
I think I came to the tour.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly,
I go way back.
This is like my thing. This is like totally all my stuff. Yeah. I was a huge, you know, like you say, we'd all just sit in and watch X Factor.
We did, yeah. It was, and then they did the Saturday and the Sunday night. It was like, it was a whole
Weekend
thing.
Made.
The results show, you know.
At the time, I used to teach kids dancing, and we would all sit around and go, "Who do you like on X Factor?"
Absolutely.
Like you say, it was such a talking point.
Of course.
I mean, being part of it must have just been an incredible experience.
Yeah, it was so brilliant, and it's been 15 years now.
That's it?
Yeah, 15 years since I was on the show.
I'm feeling old now.
Oh, babe, trust me. When people say, "Oh, I watched you on the X Factor," and I say, "How old were you then?" and they're like 7. Oh Christ, I can't. I'm
did
so
you have
old.
a darker hair than?
Yes, I did. Yes, it might come as a shock to you, but I'm not a natural blonde.
It's amazing, but we'll put a photo on the screen, just a little throwback.
I just look so young. Like when I look, and the sound of my voice, my accent, everything.
Yeah.
I've lived in London now for 15 years, so my accent has softened.
You're from Wales?
Yes,
Yeah.
from South Wales, and I really sound like proper Cardiff as well. It's really fun.
I'm a big Gavin and Stacey fan.
Oh, me too. Me too.
So that must have been such a huge platform. Was it kind of an easy move to get into musical theatre, or did it kind of work against you?
That's a really good question, because there used to be a real stigma about people who did these reality TV shows, and then people would say, "Oh, if it doesn't work out for me, maybe I'll just do musical theatre." And I so don't stand in that, even in that arena, like stadium. I don't believe it at all. Musical theatre is so hard. And it's so difficult to break into. And I knew that because I'd wanted to do it, and I'd been auditioning for shows and auditioning for colleges, and I wasn't getting any luck. So doing X Factor and then meeting an agent from the show was such a gift for me. And then I auditioned for shows, and I got Les Mis was my first job. I played Cosette in 2010, April 2010.
That must have been a dream.
Oh gosh,
like,
yeah. I've done it 3 times
Have
now,
you?
Les Mis.
3 times,
So, it's like going home. I love it so much, and I'm hopeful that I'll do it again at some point, maybe. But yeah, it's just one of those things that it's not really, it doesn't really exist anymore, because stunt casting and celebrity casting is just part of our lives and part of our world. But I worked very, very hard to legitimise myself in that world, and well, I'm still here, so...
Well, and that's why I love doing this show, because I'm always saying, like, musical theatre stars, to me, you're so hardworking, and I think it needs more recognition in the industry.
It's been very interesting having Nicole Scherzinger step into the industry so fully in the last year, because she's so outspoken and she's so popular and well loved about... so she's been not outspoken, she's spoken so widely about her respect for the people that work in this industry and how difficult it actually is. And I interviewed her at the start of the year, and I said thank you. I said thank you so much for saying what you've said, because there's a whole new realm of people who suddenly have gone, oh, you don't just turn up and do 3 hours of work in the evening, and it's not easy, and
so much
there's a lot of stigma that comes with that. But it's tough. It's a tough industry. Brilliant though.
But you love it, and you wouldn't do anything else.
Yeah. No, never. You're stuck with me. You're all stuck with me.
Anyway, your next song choice surprised me.
Yes. OK, Go. Here it goes again. This is one of those things that when I found out we were doing this interview, this video popped into my mind. And if you've never seen it before, you'll love it. I'll say nothing more.
Woohoo! We have got a quick fire question round for you, Lucie, just when
Okay.
you thought it couldn't get any more fun. Here we go. Ritual before going on stage.
Used to be a banana. Now doing a new nutrition plan, and I'm not allowed to eat bananas in the evening.
Oh, aren't you?
No.
Oh.
It's worked though. Long story, but it's worked. Ritual before I go on stage. I like to get everyone together backstage and have just a little moment and a little get together and check everyone's all right and touch base with everyone.
Yeah, I love that. Thing you like to eat after the show? We like things that we just need to know, basically, about you.
Bagel. Oh, bagels.
Yeah.
I love a bagel.
Do you?
Yeah. Sesame seed bagel, toasted, loads of salty butter.
She's fully involved.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
Love that for you. Favourite role ever? I know that's, you probably get asked that, but...
Jenna in Waitress.
Yes. Funniest thing to happen on stage, off stage?
Oh my God, so many things.
So many.
There's so many things. It's always funny when people forget lines, as long as they laugh after it.
Yeah.
I've done it myself a million times. I really enjoy people like tripping up. I've had, like, I did Legally Blonde. I've had stray like dogs walking across the stage, pooping on the stage. I've had children forgetting names in Les Mis of General Lamarck and just making up sounds instead. It's a wild industry. It's so fun.
I remember someone saying to me,
fun.
it's not the mistakes you make, it's how you cover them up.
Yeah.
And I've always remembered that.
If the audience don't notice, which 99.9% of the time they
they
never would,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Best piece of advice that you've ever been given?
Never stop learning.
Oh, that's a good one.
Keep learning, always. And that's the advice that I always pass on as well.
Yeah,
Watch and listen to everything and never stop learning.
Yeah, I love that, because I know so many people will be tuning in now that are trying to get into the industry or at theatre school, and I always say keep knocking on doors as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just because someone said no doesn't mean they're going to say no 6 months later.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I genuinely think the second you think you know everything or you've completed it, mate, how boring.
Yeah.
How boring. Keep growing and keep expanding and evolving yourself. And
Yes.
yeah.
There we go. Lucie, we need another song for you.
Another song from me. One of my favourite music videos ever is Take On Me by a-ha.
We've got some fun facts about you, Lucie. I basically just got them off your Instagram.
I wonder if I know them.
So, yeah, I know. Surprise. They're random, but here we go. We want to know more about Lucie, don't we? So,
Okay.
you're a Harry Potter fan.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I am a big nerd when it comes to Wizarding World stuff. I love Harry Potter. I loved the books growing up. I've enjoyed the films. I just like like what you're saying about theatre. I like the fact that there is just this escape world, and I know it's not real, but I'm still just really hopeful that I'll get that letter from Hogwarts at some point. It's just been part of my life for a long time, and me and my friends are all as nerdy as each other.
Have you been to the Harry Potter world?
Of course I have, Hayley. Come on.
I've never seen Harry Potter. I've never seen one episode, anything.
I'm sorry.
No, we need to change
We're going to
that,
have to
don't
cut
we?
to a break here so I can whoop you bad.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, well, we need to have a sleepover and watch them all back to back.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. You've got a little pet pooch, is that right? I've seen him on your Instagram.
Yes, I've got two, Boo and Radley. Yes. Boo's a Chihuahua cross pug. She's 14 and a half. And Radley is a long-haired Chihuahua. He's 12 and a half. And they are the loves of my life. Big time.
I always say that we should have celebrities coming on bringing their dogs on,
Oh,
because we could have.
Although Radley does sing. So if I was talking or singing or doing anything, he really gets involved. He chips in.
Does it? Oh,
Yeah.
talented,
Yeah.
see?
Yeah.
Love that for you. You love Jamaica? You've been on holiday there?
Yes,
Is that a fun fact?
went to Jamaica. Really
There we
loved
go.
it. Not a lie.
There
I wouldn't necessarily say a big old fact, but not a lie.
You were signed to modelling agency Select.
I was. Oh my God, yeah, that's a throwback. When I came out of the X Factor, I got signed to special bookings at Select Model Management, and I was with them for a few years. I did loads of cool stuff, but most notably I would say the thing that sticks out for me, because I still get given photos of it to sign all the time and I don't do it anymore, was my Wonder Bra campaign that I did when I was 18.
That's an achievement, though.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Great opportunity, and they really looked after me, and they were wonderful. And I loved working with the brand. It was a really lovely thing to do, and we had a sort of no edit policy on the pictures as well. So it was a really nice thing to do. And it led on to lots of other things. I had a range of underwear and lingerie that I designed with a small company, and we did some really cool stuff. And I did loads of work with Select, and they were lovely people as well. I really enjoyed working with them.
Love that. We're going to go to your next song. Which
Yes.
Lucie is
Okay. An old school one, but
we love a bit of old school.
but a goodie and a slight Easter egg for things to come in my career.
Oh.
Thriller, Michael Jackson.
Can we do the dance routine?
It's only a
We've got some questions from some of our lovely viewers at home for Lucie. So Kat says, what was it like performing with Sam Ryder?
Oh, Sam, what a lovely, lovely man. He is, weirdly, I sort of knew him before he did Eurovision.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but we've become friends since, and I asked him to come and perform at my latest London concerts, and it was a complete dream. He's just brilliant. He just turned up, and he has the most... He's like sunshine. It just oozes from him.
That's a good word for him.
He loves
You're
what
like the
he
female
does.
equivalent of him.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll take that. That's a great compliment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You got the same energy.
Oh, thank you. I will definitely take that. And if you could write it down for me, that'd be great. Yeah, he just sort of turned up, and he's so talented and joyful, and he's great energy. And actually, we had a big problem in the matinee where my sound desk blew up. So we had to basically do the whole first show on the fly. We had to do. Luckily, I had Jason Manford as a guest as well, so he went out and did some stand-up whilst we sorted out what we were doing. And then Sam and I and Alfie Bow was there as well, and me and Jason and myself, just by myself, we had to do the whole show acoustic and or a cappella. So we just sort of were winging it, and they managed to, incredible production team, managed to get in another sound desk for the evening. So in the evening we did the full show.
Right.
But in the afternoon it was just like, guys, can we just sort of muck in together? And if I hadn't had those very specific people there with their energy, and if Sam hadn't been one of those people, like, it would have been different. You know, he's just wonderful, and I will never get over his voice. Never. He has my favourite voice on the planet.
If you haven't seen this, it's on your Instagram,
Yeah, go to my
isn't
Instagram
it?
or my
I was watching it
TikTok,
today, and I was like, absolute goosebumps. It's just, and also it was nice to see him singing the song from Wicked as well, because you kind of get used to his sort of style, but I thought he did an incredible job.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, he was brilliant.
The way you were looking at each other, it was just like, who's more amazing here? Because this is like insane. Honestly, watch it on Instagram.
I was
it's so
sort of
good.
looking at him, and you can see it in my eyes. I'm like, how are you making that sound? It's just amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not just like smiling and, you know, perfunctory.
No,
This
you
is
could
lovely.
tell.
I'm
You
like
could tell when you
awe
watch
of
it.
him.
Yeah. I interviewed him back. I think it's about Christmas time when he was doing his new single. And I thought, please be as lovely as you are, as I think you're going to be.
Yeah,
But he's exactly what you think, isn't he?
Yeah, Sam and his girlfriend Lois, who is Lone Wolf's creative on social media. She does all of his his merch and his artwork, and she makes jewellery, and I'm a big fan of her as well. So.
Okay, shout out to both of you.
Yeah, go Lois, go Sam.
And next question from Emily, who says she loves your show on Magic FM, which is every Saturday at 11 o'clock, isn't it?
Yes, we're on Magic at the Musicals. It's a sort of a digital station within Magic, and I've been doing the show for a few years now. I absolutely love it. It's basically what we've just been saying here. It's so nice to just talk to people and talk about things that you love, and that's what I do. I just sit in the studio with my producer, and we have a good natter, and I interview people occasionally, and it's sort of progressing into other things, which I can't really say too much about right now, but it's become something that I really love, and I love the radio.
There's something really special about radio, don't you think?
It's people say to me sometimes, like, I feel like I know you on a different level to how I would have known you had I seen you on TV. I don't know, there's something about the audio and being in people's kitchens and like subliminal background chat and just being a friend and being, you know, comfort for people.
Yeah,
and
I think it is, and I think like when we go to the theatre, it kind of takes your mind off everything, whatever's going on in your world. For me, when I sit there, I'm just like, And I think that it's just such a good escape. You don't know what people are going through, and that's why I love it so much.
Absolutely,
So,
me too. And the radio show really enhances that, because we talk about shows and we play tracks from shows, but I'm giving people bits of information that they might not have heard before about casting or tours. Oh yeah, and behind the scenes.
Yes.
It's a great show. I'm really proud of it.
Yeah.
I really do love
tune
it.
in Saturday, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Also tune into this show as well.
Absolutely.
At 9 o'clock. No, into it. Next song, Lucie.
Yeah, I Want to Break Free.
Oh!
Does what it says on the tin. It's brilliant.
Here we go. I have to mention this. Eurovision.
Yes.
What happened?
Eurovision for me was kind of sort of came out of left field. I watched it as a kid. I remember watching it in my bedroom and sort of being a fan, and it was never on my radar as something that I would ever be involved in. Or, but as soon as it came up as an opportunity, I sort of went, that would be fun to meet people from all over the world and just celebrate music and go and sing on a massive stage. It's so cool. And as a musician, you don't really get the opportunity to represent your country.
Yeah.
There's loads of cool things you can do as an artist, but representing your country, there's no Olympics for vocals, you know, or performance. So I went and I did my audition for the UK show. I never thought I'd win. But I did, and off I went to Ukraine, and I had an amazing time. I'm so glad I did it. It gave me some of the most incredible experiences, and yeah, I loved it, and I really liked my song. Really liked my song.
I think we're going to have a little look at the video right now, actually. Here we go.
I will never give up on you. I don't care what I've got to lose. Just give me your hand and hold on. Together we'll dance through this storm. I will never give up on you. You're the one that I'm running to. Just give me your hand and hold on. Together we'll dance through this storm.
Yes, love that.
Really?
Come on.
This song is great. I don't love the music video. The team that I worked with on the show and that did my incredible, beautiful staging, for some reason, they were not invited to do the music video. And we had this different group of people and a director who, I don't mind saying it, he called me about 8 different names during the day. It was so boring. I mean, amazingly now, I can't even remember his name. He was on my list for a long time. I was like, absolutely not. But I just thought it was a real shame because the song is beautiful, and it could have been a really gorgeous stripped back moment, and it wasn't. It was that you just watched, which I actually think is really bad. But you know what? Part of my story.
Do you know what? We love that.
That's fine.
Totally. Well, we just want to remind everyone that you've got a show coming up, haven't you, on the 3rd of October?
Oh yes, yeah, I'll be in Belfast. It's a beautiful little venue, and if you go to my social media, which is all on this page right now, you can see other gigs that I've got going on for the rest of the year and into next year as well.
Yes.
Oh, and the 1st of October, I'm doing Ghost the musical at the Adelphi.
No, I've got to come to that. That gets me every time.
Yeah, me too, babe.
I just sit there and cry.
Yeah, me too.
Like a baby. It's just ridiculous.
I did it for months and months and months, and I cried
And you play
every
Molly?
single day. Yeah.
No, it's too much, honestly.
The score. Are you going to cry now?
I'm gonna-
The score is so beautiful, and the music is incredible. Yeah.
I can't. I'm going to have to go and listen to that soundtrack
Yeah.
now. Oh, no, I'm definitely coming to that. Definitely. I'm not sure about Belfast, but I'll definitely come to that. But Lucie, this has been such a treat because, as I said before, I love musical theatre. I try and support it as much as I can. I know we've got so many people watching today that love you, love the industry, and just to come on and hear all of this, it's really inspiring to people watching, and we just love hearing that you love bagels and you're just completely down to earth, aren't you? On that note, we need to go get some food, but it has been an absolute pleasure. It is the brilliant Lucie Jones.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Huge thank you, Lucie Jones. What a guest, just wonderful. And thank you to you at home for your support. We really do appreciate it. Thank you. Now, I will see you same time, same place next week. I'm Hayley Palmer. Stay safe, and I'll see you then.
Now you can see how far you've walked, the mountains climbed, the oceans cried.